We'll get you set up down here. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to Heritage Cattle Company. Wanted to share this with you today. Gotta do some raking. This is a 1959 Farmall 460 diesel. This is the only tractor my grandfather bought brand new. And this might be the only one in the world. I'm going to say that it is, even though I know it's not. But I've been to Red Power shows for the last 20 years in every state, Pennsylvania to South Dakota, and Iowa, and Ohio, and Michigan, everywhere in between. I've never seen a 460 diesel with a wide front. I've seen a 460 diesel narrow front, and I've seen 460 gas wide front, but I've never seen in all those years another 460 diesel wide front. I don't know why. My grandpa bought this new from Allen Implement in Pullman, Michigan. Now it's Gene's Cub Cadet sales. Greg is the owner of that now. But I purchased it, had it restored 15 years ago probably. And we're gonna rake some hay with her today. Just at a little field that my dad's got. Cut it down a couple nights ago. That's a New Holland Pro Cart 1022. Pretty good rake. Like it quite a bit. So this just wasn't my day to record, apparently. I am talking in the video when I'm walking through what I call the International Harvester Museum. I wanted to show you some pictures of that Farmall 460, but my camera didn't pick up the video. I don't have any idea what happened. But I'm walking in, and I do comment on the green John Deere sitting there and how unhappy I am about it being in the International Museum. But it's my kids, so guess it'll probably sit there. So these boards that I'm walking up to right now are boards that we take if we happen to take one of the tractors to a show. This here is my grandma, Evelyn Clore, and that picture was taken right here at the house in 1962. She's sitting on the 460. That'd be 3 years after Grandpa bought it. Kind of a pretty cool picture. My pole building is just to the right now of where that picture was taken and where the 460's at. That would have been a pretty big deal back then for them to purchase that in '59. Would have been quite a bit of money for them. My grandma sold eggs and never had an outside the house job. And my grandpa farmed and worked at a machine shop local here. There's the 460 as it was when I bought it from the family after Grandpa passed. Here's some of the parts and things sandblasted, waiting to get painted. Here is stripped right down, all the sheet metal off and a lot of other things off, getting ready to get painted. And then here all the items, some of the parts painted, hanging up, drying. And there it is again after it was painted in the IH red. And then some of the parts again. But pretty neat history. He went and bought that thing. And my dad tells me, and Grandpa told me, that when International Harvester made these, they didn't upgrade the axles to account for the upgraded power that they would have. So the 460s were famous for breaking axles, unfortunately. That's the old farmhouse, by the way. More than once, my dad and my grandpa also sat in the back here in field with the tractor sitting on the ground after the axle broke when they were trying to do some work with it. There's a couple H's right there pulling away the original farmhouse off the foundation when they brought in the new house, or they built the new house that I am currently in now. And this is that tractor that you just seen in the picture. I also purchased that from the family and had it restored. And then that's my dad's Farmall H, also hooked in tandem, pulling the house away. He has that now restored, and that's my H again. But anyway, that Farmall, that 460 diesel, they used it. It's got 6,200 hours on it, so it was certainly used around the farm. I think my dad and uncles and, of course, my grandpa used it, pulled the manure spreader, and they never wanted to start. And still today, the engine's been completely rebuilt, and it still doesn't want to start. You got to hold the glow plugs for at least 2 minutes, and then eventually she'll take off. But back in the day, all they did was pull start it. And I remember doing corn every year. They used that on the corn picker, and we had to pull start it each and every time we went back there. And then there's a clay spot in the cornfield south of our creek here that my dad always had the 856 parked at, knowing that the 460 would get stuck going up that clay hill. So we would just leave the 856 there, hooked to a chain, pull it and the corn picker through, and then continue on our way, finishing the field. You can see here in the video I'm showing you some brochures hanging on the wall that's in the museum. I have a lot of International Harvester brochures and manuals and catalogs like you'd pick up in the dealership way back when. Here's a 2+2 brochure. As you know, if you've seen my other videos, I have a 3788 2+2, and so of course I had to have one of the original brochures. That's my Case IH newer tractor. And now I'm going back into the main part of the museum and showing off that Farmall Cub of my son's we've had for quite a while. Low serial number, and some of them IH refrigerators and freezers there that I've collected over the years. So we appreciate you watching and invite you to subscribe to Heritage Cattle Company. We do appreciate it. And hopefully I can make a few more videos. It's hay season, been pretty busy, so hard to get those videos out. But in the future, I plan on getting a drone and a GoPro, so take care.